How did a small-town girl from the Midwest rise to become one of the most powerful executives on Wall Street? That's the incredible, untold story of Mary Callahan Erdoes, the CEO of J.P. Morgan's Asset and Wealth Management Division, who oversees $4 trillion in client assets. From humble beginnings to shattering glass ceilings at the highest levels of finance, this is a tale of grit, determination, and what it takes for a woman to break into the boys' club of high finance. I'll reveal Erdoes' secrets that took her right to the top. Mary Callahan Erdoes is one of the most influential yet mysterious executives on Wall Street today. As the CEO of J.P. Morgan's Asset and Wealth Management Division since 2009, Erdoes oversees $4 trillion in assets for elite clients. She's been called the most powerful woman in finance, and yet few know her incredible story. How did a middle-class girl from Minnesota rise to the top echelons of power on Wall Street? In this video, we'll uncover Erdoes' journey step by step, from her small-town upbringing to shattering barriers at top financial firms to her meteoric rise to CEO status. Along the way, we'll reveal the secrets behind her unprecedented success, what success was, and what it took as a woman to join the club. The making of a Wall Street trailblazer. In the cutthroat world of high finance, very few women manage to break through the glass ceiling and reach the pinnacle of power. Mary Callahan Erdoes is one of those rare exceptions. As the CEO of J.P. Morgan Asset Management, which oversees over $2 trillion in assets, Erdoes stands as one of the most influential women on Wall Street today. But her path to success was not an easy one. Born in 1957 in Minnesota, Erdoes demonstrated tenacity and grit from a young age. She lost her father at the age of 15, but persevered through grief to excel in school. After graduating high school as valedictorian, she went on to study mathematics and economics at Georgetown University. But the prestigious school had little tolerance for female students at the time. She was told not to bother applying for consulting internships since they didn't hire women. Undeterred, Erdoes pushed forward, landing a job with Bankers Trust after graduation. She quickly rose up the ranks, surviving the infamous Wall Street boom and bust cycle of the 1980s. By the age of 30, she was head of client service in the OTC derivatives group. Erdoes had earned a seat at the table through hard work and unmatched competence. But this was only the beginning, making a name in mortgage-backed securities. In 1991, Erdoes joined J.P. Morgan and gained notoriety for her skills in complex mortgage-backed securities. She developed sophisticated financial models to price risk and structure profitable deals. At a time when few women held senior trading roles, Erdoes stood out for outmaneuvering even the sharpest operators on Wall Street. Her uncommon combination of expertise, intensity, and warmth impressed co-workers and clients. She was able to simplify complex financial concepts without talking them down. An apt communicator, Erdoes made people feel valued. Her clients often said, "When Mary is involved, I know everything is going to be fine." Erdoes was promoted to head of asset-backed securities in 1997. She drove the business to new heights, booking record profits for the bank. When J.P. Morgan merged with Chase Manhattan in 2000, Erdoes was tapped to lead the combined mortgage-backed and asset-backed securities businesses. She quickly integrated the two divisions and multiplied revenues. Erdoes had been underestimated throughout her career, but she repeatedly exceeded expectations through her visionary leadership. She was about to enter a bigger spotlight, rising to power at the biggest U.S. bank. In 2004, Erdoes was promoted to CEO of J.P. Morgan's private bank, managing money for ultra-high net worth clients. She was the first woman to lead a major wealth management business on Wall Street. Erdoes reinvigorated the private bank, lifting profit margins from single digits to over 30%. She pushed bankers to deepen ties with clients and their families. Assets under management swelled from $500 billion to over $1 trillion by 2009. Erdoes had proven her mettle while leading through the chaos of the financial crisis. Her track record was unmatched. And yet, Wall Street remained stubbornly male-dominated, especially at the highest levels. Would JP Morgan actually hand the reins of its $1.3 trillion asset management arm over to Erdoes? In 2009, Jamie Dimon, JP Morgan's chairman and CEO, did precisely that. Under Erdoes' leadership, assets soared 75% over the next decade, hitting $2.2 trillion. JP Morgan Asset Management became the sixth largest fund manager globally. Even more remarkably, Erdoes reshaped its culture. She created an open and empowering environment that appealed to women. By 2019, women held over 40% of senior management positions, which is unusual in the asset management industry. Employees lauded Erdoes as an inspiring and compassionate leader, an advocate for women on Wall Street. As her star rose, Erdoes found herself celebrated as a pioneer for women in finance. She used her influence to promote gender equity and create opportunities for other women. Erdoes mentored young women just starting out in the industry. She spearheaded new recruiting initiatives focused on overlooked female candidates. At industry events, Erdoes made a point to highlight the achievements of women on Wall Street. She also shaped cultural conversations, like pushing media outlets to stop using the term "bond king" and refer to successful investors, regardless of gender, as monarchs. Erdoes encouraged women to remain confident when navigating male-centric workplaces. In interviews, she advised, "Don't try to act like a man. We have something men don't have. We're women, right? We think of things in different ways." Of course, Erdoes believed in meritocracy. She noted, "I have never asked for special treatment because I'm a woman." Excellence was the fuel for her meteoric rise. But Erdoes knew that women still faced unfair obstacles. She used her clout to smooth the path for future female leaders, leading through crisis. In 2020, the COVID-19 pandemic plunged the world into crisis once again. As volatility roiled financial markets, Erdoes provided steady leadership at the helm of JP Morgan Asset Management. She reassured anxious clients and unified employees during troubling times. Erdoes drew on her experience navigating past disasters like 9/11 and the 2008 financial crisis. She made difficult decisions with calm resolve, putting clients' interests first. While others panicked, Erdoes kept her focus on long-term opportunities. Under her direction, JP Morgan pivoted to digital distribution and actively rebalanced portfolios. She bolstered investments across healthcare, e-commerce, cloud computing, and other areas well-positioned post-pandemic. Erdoes' poise and foresight enabled JP Morgan Asset Management to not just weather the storm but emerge stronger. As CEO, she exemplified that with resilience and empathy, crisis breeds opportunity. Her deft guidance was indispensable. The future is female. Now 56 years old, Mary Callahan Erdoes has solidified her status as one of the most accomplished executives ever on Wall Street. She oversees a financial empire larger than most countries' economies. Forbes ranks her as the 32nd most powerful woman globally. Yet after shattering glass ceilings for decades, Erdoes remains humble and grounded. She attributes her success to surrounding herself with people smarter than she is. Erdoes still speaks with Midwestern candor, warmly engaging with everyone from entry-level employees to billionaire clients. The next generation of women in finance looks to Erdoes as a role model. They see how her vision and empathy catalyze success. Her tenacity in the face of discrimination serves as an example for them. Erdoes' legacy extends far beyond the walls of J.P. Morgan. She has opened doors for female leaders across Wall Street and beyond. As Erdoes reflects on her barrier-breaking career, she feels proud of how far women have come, but she is aware that there is still further to go. The little girl from Minnesota stands today as one of the most influential executives in the world. Mary Callahan Erdoes' remarkable journey shows that glass ceilings are only as impenetrable as we allow them to be. For the ambitious women following in her footsteps, the sky is the limit. Mary Callahan Erdoes' extraordinary rise to power on Wall Street reveals how visionary leadership, empathy, and resilience can drive success even in the most challenging environments. Erdoes overcame gender discrimination and multiple crises to reach the top of finance as CEO of J.P. Morgan Asset Management. Along the way, she became a role model for women, advocating for their advancement and creating opportunities. Though Erdoes represents how far women have come in breaking Wall Street's glass ceiling, her story highlights that female leaders still face obstacles. But through determination and compassion, the path ahead continues to open up. The journey of Erdoes serves as motivation that those who are brave enough to defy limitations can overcome them. Thank you for listening to this profile tracing Mary Callahan Erdoes' inspirational climb to the pinnacle of Wall Street. I hope her story provides perspective on the progress made and yet to be made on issues of gender equity. Please share your thoughts in the comments and don't forget to like and subscribe.